Hey guys, I'm Amy and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! This is Thriller Night. I have no song for today. That's it. All right, guys, welcome to Belle's Bargains. My name is Amy. Normally I start with a song. It's just early. I got to get to work, and I'm rushing to get this out for you guys. So today is Totally Easy Tuesday. I have 3 crafts for you. One of them is a little bit harder, but not. It just takes a little bit more time. Anyway, they're all super easy, all 3 of these. So let's see. I don't even know what to start with, but I think I'll start with these over here. All right. These are super cool. I think there's a 3rd one. I never found it. But this was so easy to step this up and make them look so much better than they did. So hold on. I'm just going to show you. First, let's grab that heat gun and see these little, they're just little, you can even tell that it's like a floral print on there, I don't think. Anyway, it's super dark. I don't think it looks really good. And like the sides of it are just not colored. It's just awful. Anyway, so heat them up, pry those off, and then I'm going to take a Sharpie and just color that inside border, and it makes all the difference in the world. And then once I do that, I'm going to go to the outside and, of course, grab my ever-famous shoe polish. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. And do the sides. Because I haven't found it at DT in a while, you guys. But somebody said Dollar General. All right. So just go ahead and do the sides. Gosh, it just finishes it off so nicely, right? So simple. Finishes it so nicely. And already, just looking at the 2 of them, there's something brighter and stronger about the one. And then taking the Sharpie and outlining is an absolute must. It really, really, really pops this. So I'm going to go ahead and outline both. And then just taking the major lines is what I outlined. Okay, so you can just sort of see, right? Everything that was the major, not the printed in the background stuff. Anyway, look at that. It makes it look so much better. And then I do the pumpkin. Now when I do the pumpkin, I didn't do the lines inside the face. You'll see as I get around here. Like I do the face itself, but not the lines up through the face. I guess that's personal choice. I just thought that I didn't need to because I was trying to pull the face out. I don't know, maybe I should have done it. Doesn't matter. I didn't. Okay, so now we're just going to replace that little cardboard flower. So some reindeer moss, a little glue there just to add a little bit of greenery. So here was my goal, you guys, was to keep this sort of neutral, but I wanted to pop some color in there. I wanted purple. That wood floral didn't work, but these little, I don't know what they are. They're off a pick from the Dollar Tree. They're just little purple florals. Were perfect because it's just a hint of color, but not too much, and it's super dark, so it looks super good. And that's what I was after. I didn't want to add like this massive color, just darker tones and a little bit of color there. I think this really brought this piece up a whole bunch. And it went from Dollar Tree to wow. Like, I love that. I love these. I hope you guys do too. It's that simple. Literally a Sharpie to color in this because it looks really stupid when it's all wood. This is shoe polish. By the way, if you can't find shoe polish at the Dollar Tree, try Dollar General. And then one of the things that really worked was outlining in the Sharpie because it just popped that skull. So popped it, and the pumpkin. And then taking off the fake, can't really see it here very well. My light's not super good. Is that a little bit better? Taking the fake cardboard floral thing off and putting on cute little greenery. All right, so the pumpkin and the skull, so good. And look, just so it's a little bit of moss and the dark purple florals. Oh, they look so much better. So easy, but they look so much better. Oh, I love these. Dollar Tree is really stepping up their graphics, just to give us really high-end looking stuff. But again, let me remind you, outlining it with the Sharpie just did wonders for it. Totally brought it to a new level. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you. When I hauled this piece, I said to you guys, do you guys see Frankenstein? So it was a scarecrow. This was a scarecrow hat, scarecrow. And I was like, I see Frankenstein. So that's what I did. I made it Frankenstein. Now, this one really isn't that hard. It just took a lot of painting. So, and this is a weird piece. It's the first time I've seen a piece like this. So one side was like cardboard and the other side was like MDF. I haven't seen that before. I think they're trying to save money. So when I took off all the original paper, the cardboard side actually should have been the side probably that I painted on, because it just took it better than the MDF. You know, the MDF almost has like a plastic sheenish to it. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I painted this side. So this was super, hold on, I'll show you. So first I've got to unscarecrow this. See that? It's a scarecrow. By the way, this is the first time ever I've had the hanger was glued on the back. So I'm scraping the glue off here. That's the first for me. I don't know if that's a new thing that they're doing, but it's a first for me. So now I've got to deconstruct it. So we're going to pull off the sunflower, and then we're going to pry off the brim of the hat, which I'm going to use as his neck bolts. All right, so this one was really weird. I'm not going to show you me pulling all of the string or paper off of it, and just my deconstructing here, but obviously I'm scraping the glue off. I want this flat so I can glue it back on. But this was the first time that I encountered, it's literally this one side of the sign is cardboard, the side that the paper is on. I don't know if that's a new thing, maybe, I don't know. Have you guys seen that yet? Is it just me? Maybe it is. So when I normally will take the paper off, I can start it and then squirt it with water and it'll come right off. So I started this here and then I was like, oh, I'll squirt it with water. But because it was cardboard, that didn't work. So this one was really weird. It took me a little bit more to get all this stuff off. You could just paint over it. I always take the paper off. It's just me. But I suppose if I look at it more closely next time and I notice that it's cardboard, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just paint over it. Anyway, eventually I got it off. I just used my little knife and peeled it all off. Got it all off there eventually. And then this is light green. Personally, I think it's monster green, but they call it light green. And I just go ahead and start painting. I painted both sides. You guys, I want to say it took like 3 coats on the one, 4 coats on the other. But it was just soaking, and you know how it is, it just soaks it in. Like, I feel like they should sell us a primer paint to primer all of these things with before we paint them. Anyway, that's okay. I did my, and I let it dry naturally. I just went in and out of the craft area, putting, you know, a coat of paint on. And then I did the little brim of his hat, which is now going to be my bolts. So this is silver. The color is silver. It's new Christmas in the Acrylology paints from Dollar Tree, which you guys know is all I use. And I think I just did 1 coat of the silver because I'm really only going to use the one side of it. But I painted both sides because I'm going to paint because I'm doing the back of this sign as well. You'll, like, I put a hairline on him. I'm not sure I show that in my filming, but I did. Okay, and then once we get that all done, I'm going to start putting Mr. Frankenstein together. And choice of faces, scary, whimsical, you know, goofy, whatever. There's a zillion ideas for Frankenstein faces out there, so it's just personal preference. I kind of gave him that half smile, which I thought was cute. And now I just took this is actually a furniture marker, by the way. I didn't have a black Sharpie that worked, but any black anything would work for this, and just personal preference on, you know, again, the face. So pretty simple. I just made sure that my lines were nice and thick. And then I'm going to glue his bolts on. You know, I could have left it just like this, but I was trying to make it look kind of like a bolt. So I don't know if I would do that again on it, but again, personal preference. And then I'm just going to paint his hair in. I start painting his hair in. And then the final thing is I think I go back and finish his eyes, because his eyes are a little goofy right now. And that was pretty much it. This one, I mean, you guys recognize this is a mason jar, right? That they made into a scarecrow, and I just made it into Frankenstein. Look at the cutout. Which they do that a lot. They use their cutouts for multiple things. Alright, and I'm just going to add the whites in the eyes, and watch these eyes come to life. Once I put the little white dots in, suddenly it's like, oh, there it is. See? Yeah. Very cartoonish but cute. Hope you like Frankenstein too. The hardest part was getting the paper off. But then, and I just Googled like Frankenstein faces and sort of saw one that I kind of like and used that as a guide. Pretty easy. I think he came out super cute. And then of course he's standing on one of those stands that, I don't know if I took it off a cross or if took it, you know, the things that anyway, I'm always taking them off and using them, and it works perfect because little Frankenstein just stands on his own. Yes. Do we not love that? I love that. It's coffee time. It's hammer time. Now let me show you the last one that I made, which is my favorite. Now, when I originally found these books, I was so excited. I just thought they were so cool. So I just made a little vignette, actually. This is actually more than one craft. But these are the books that do not open. They're just a hollow book. All right, so really quickly, let me just show you how I made, well, I'll just show you all together. So I just upscaled these books and then made these bookends, which are the tongs, the salad tongs. You want to see? Here, watch. So another easy craft. I love these books, or faux books, I guess. And shoe polish again. It's cardboard that you're seeing on the sides. I just want to finish it off. So I'm just going in the inside and on the tops of the pages. At first I was like trying to use a paintbrush, and then I was like, never mind. I'll just squeeze the sponge from the shoe polish in there and wipe off any excess. So that's what I end up doing. You could also do this with the black, by the way. Ended up using the brown. I liked that a little bit better. Just thought it was a little more vintagey looking. And then I just go ahead and go over the books. This is when I wipe it off with like I use glass wipes, by the way, but when I do that, it doesn't take it all off. It just takes enough off to leave you just the residuals that are perfect for this. So I do that with all of the books. You'll see I have to wipe off the front. The shoe polish is sort of hanging out on the end. But did you see the difference there between the two? Now let's take our foam cubes, and I used the foam, obviously not the wood, so that I could put my tongs, my hand tongs into them. So shoe polish them. So the backdrop on them is brown because I'm going to cover these in moss. And this came out so much better actually than I visualized. Sometimes crafts come out better, which is always nice. So now these are too long, so I'm going to cut them. At first I was like, can I score it and then break it off? That does not work. So I get out my little table saw thing and bam, whoop, right through there. Cut out. It didn't go all the way through, but it just snaps off once you get a cut into it. I had to trim that one up a little bit there. All right, and now they're going to fit in there and fit on the sides of the book. So I'm going to take a utility knife and scissors and just sort of dig myself a hole in there to force the hand into, making sure it's the right height, and then start building this up with moss. So I used both the reindeer and the Spanish, the green and the browns, to mix it. I felt like that was a good combo versus just all brown or all green. So just kind of mixing them. And then just hot glue, and pounce on your moss. That's pretty much it for these. Obviously, no moss on the bottom because that would make it stand up funky. And you'll see at some point I sort of trim it off so it's not hanging off the bottom because that would change how it stands. And then just putting the green on, you know, wherever you want to, just to add a little bit of that color there. I keep saying a lot today, don't I, guys? Sorry. I'm so sorry. And then the final thing that I did on these after adding in some of my green was to shoe polish the hands. So now look, they're like a grayish color right now, but they just came out of the dirt. And so adding that shoe polish, it just looks like they're covered in mud. It's so perfect. I absolutely love this. And it sticks so well to this plastic, you guys, that shoe polish does. It's just amazing. And once I do that, that's pretty much it. I do the second hand. Obviously, I'm not showing you guys doing this multiple times because I'm going to do them exactly the same way. And it looks really cool. Here's the thing. These on their own are a little cute Halloween decoration, right? If you took a big piece of floral foam, you could do this with the two hands at different levels coming out of the dirt. Be super cute. And then put a tombstone behind it. Anyway, lots of ideas. But look at how putting the brown shoe polish on that just changes what these hands looks like. These skeleton hands look like. Anyway, I hope you guys like this one as well. Which one is your favorite? Don't forget to tell me in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back on Thursday with another Halloween video, and I believe the last of my Halloween series. All right, so here we go on the back. Like I showed you guys, I just took a Sharpie to blacken that out because it's going to be a back of a book is going to show no matter what, because when you stack them together, you're going to have a back of a book. All right, there we go. Ah, love it. So let's talk about that. Just a minute. It was really easy. So just on the books, it wasn't finished in here. It was just that it looked like cardboard. So just taking that shoe polish and sort of finishing the inside, again, brings it to a whole nother level. Now, what I didn't do and I could have done, I didn't age these books. I really like them just the way they are, but you could also sand and age and it would look really cool. And on my back book, I chose the black one to be the one that you could see the back of so that I could just Sharpie out that tag, all right? So when I have my books together and my bookends are there, the black one is at the end. So this was so simple, but note that I used the shoe polish and see, like, this is how old books actually look, right? Aged books kind of like, even though I didn't age outside, it doesn't matter. They have that just sort of gathering of colors in your corners. And then this was, again, you just saw this, super easy. It's just the foam squares, hot glue. Well, I did shoe polish it first so that it would be dark colored and brown color underneath. Hot glue, some moss with the green and the reindeer and the whatever, Spanish moss. But these are the salad tongs. Cut them down and look by adding the shoe polish how cool these came out. They're just like this cool aged, came out of the dirt, and I let the shoe polish pool, like it's mud almost, but oh my gosh, they look so much better. I tell you what, I'm gonna buy more of them for Halloween stuff next year and I didn't have to seal this, you guys. That shoe polish is on there. It's not coming off. It's so, oh, it looks so good. There you go. Those are things I made for you this week. I'm hoping I'll get a Thursday video out. I'm not sure. It's super busy right now. And I try so hard to squeeze in as much crafting as I can. But I'll end up divorced if I do too much of it. So this weekend, I'm hoping to go through, put away Halloween and get fall out. All right, everybody. I think today, these might be my favorite. I don't know. Which one is your favorite today? So simple. You know I love these simple things. You know I love it. But this looks so much better. Just, I mean, on the edges, just to finish it, it looks so much better. Ugh! And taking off that fake cardboard floral Sharpie outline. Just incredible difference. Incredible difference. Okay. But I also really like the books and the hands. The elements straight from Dollar Tree are so good. Now, Frankenstein, that was a little more imaginative. I took something and totally switched it over. All right, everybody. Tell me which one was your favorite in the comments down below. Everybody have a great day, great week, a great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, it's such a thriller when you go happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Bye, guys.